Hello, I'm Diane Spinato, UNH Senior Information Literacy Librarian. I've created this video to show you how to find and cite peer-reviewed journal articles on topics of emergency management. So the three things that I'm going to cover in this presentation will be first to explain some attributes of peer-reviewed journal articles. Then I'm going to demonstrate how to find peer-reviewed journal articles using one of three databases: Criminal Justice Abstracts with Full Text, ABI Inform, and Academic Search Premier. And then I'm going to show how to use the citation tool in each database to retrieve an article citation in APA citation format. So the first thing we're going to do is look at a peer-reviewed journal article to see the attributes of it, so you'll know one when you see one. So the first thing to look for is that it will be published in a scholarly peer-reviewed journal. And if you're not familiar with these types of journals, no worries, because many databases will simply have a box to be checked so that you know that your results are going to be from peer-reviewed journals. Then it's going to have particular attributes such as the author's credentials. They're usually PhDs in a particular field or discipline, and it usually starts off with an abstract. There's usually a lot of charts and graphs and data because the author has done research, and then they list the data they've collected for their research. And then there are sections that discuss the research. So you want to look for headings like methods, results, discussion, and there's usually a section on conclusion as well. At the end, there's references. So those are going to be the articles that that author used to research the topic before doing their research and writing their particular paper. So if you check the box that says peer-reviewed and you have an article and it has all those particular sections, there is an excellent chance that you do have a peer-reviewed research article, which is exactly what we're going for. So the next thing we're going to do is look at three individual databases to see how to find peer-reviewed articles in each of those databases. So regardless of the database that you're going to use, you're going to go to the library homepage, www.newhaven.edu/library, and select the link for databases. Then you're going to select the subject listing of databases. Once you're in the subject listing of databases, you can select the link for the database ABI Inform or Academic Search Premier, and those are going to be under the subject category Business, Economics, and Finance. Or you can select Criminal Justice Abstracts with Full Text, and that's going to be under the category Criminal Justice, Forensic Science, and National Security. Any of those three databases will give you articles on emergency management topics. So let's look at ABI Inform database first. So the first thing to know is that you're going to put quotation marks if you're searching for a phrase, such as the phrase first responder. And in this case, we're going to look for articles about first responder and the topic or keyword of communication. And we're going to check that box for peer-reviewed to make sure that all our results are going to be from peer-reviewed journal articles. Then we're going to search by clicking on the search icon. You'll get a list of results. In this case, we got 160 articles. And if one looks like something that you would like to read, you simply click on the PDF and the full article will open. Look at it carefully to make sure it has the attributes of a peer-reviewed research article, because in a peer-reviewed journal there's also things like editorials and book reviews, and you want to make sure that you're not using those for your research. So if you are in the database Academic Search Premier or Criminal Justice Abstracts with Full Text, they're similar because they're from the same vendor. So what you want to do in either case is go to Advanced Search, and if you're in Academic Search Premier, you're going to check the box that says Limit to Peer-Reviewed, or if you're in Criminal Justice Abstract with Full Text, the box will simply say Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals. Type your words or phrases in quotation marks, but if it's a single word you don't need quotation marks, and hit the green search button. Again, select the PDF for any article that you want to read and look at it carefully to make sure it has the attributes of a peer-reviewed research article. And in each of these databases, there is a citation tool that will retrieve a APA formatted citation for any article that you're going to use in your research. If you're in Criminal Justice Abstracts with Full Text or Academic Search Premier, from your list of articles, after you've done your search, you're going to click on the article title and select the cite link on the right-hand side. If you're in ABI Inform, again, you're going to click on the article title, but your cite link in this case is going to be at the top of the page. Some things to keep in mind when you're copying and pasting from a citation tool in a database into a research paper. Check the spacing. If your paper needs to be double spaced, the spacing may need to be adjusted. You're going to indent any lines after the first line in keeping with APA style. And you're going to check the font to make sure that it's 12-point Times New Roman. So these are some adjustments that you may need to make. If you have questions about any of this, you can ask me a question right in your class Blackboard by going to the discussions area and going to Ask Your Course Librarian. And this is a discussion board that I check to look for questions from students so that I can respond to you right within Blackboard. We're going to do a little demo now and look at each of these three databases and some tips before we start just to remember. We're going to put any phrases in quotes, and also we can use an asterisk to get multiple word endings. And here's an example. Typing in RESPON asterisk will retrieve words like responder, response, etc. So now let's have our demo. So we're at the library homepage, www.newhaven.edu/library, and as we discussed, we're going to go to Databases. Then we're going to select the subject listing of databases. From the Business, Economics, and Finance area, we're going to select ABI Inform Complete. If it asks you to log in, you simply log in with your UNH ID and password. I'm going to type in my words and phrases. In this case, I'm going to search for first responders, and that's a phrase, so I put it in quotes. And perhaps I'm interested in communication for first responders. I'm going to check the box for peer reviewed, hit the orange search button. From my list of results, if I wanted to read any article, I would click on the full text PDF. If I wanted to get the citation, I would click on the article title. Well, that's actually the article, but I would click on the article title and go to the Cite button. And there we have our citation. In Academic Search Premier, I'm going to go to Advanced Search, put in my search words, and I'm going to check the box Limit to Peer Reviewed, do a search. I would select the PDF for any article that I wanted to launch the PDF of to read, and if I wanted the citation, I would click on the article title and select Cite from the right-hand side and scroll down till I get to my APA citation. And then finally, for Criminal Justice Abstracts with Full Text, go to Advanced Search, type in my search words, check the box for scholarly peer-reviewed journals, conduct my search. If I wanted to read the article, I launched the PDF full text. If I wanted the citation, I click on the title, hit the cite, and scroll down to APA. And that is how you find and cite articles on topics of emergency management using 3 different databases.